and welcome to today's practice. In today's class, we're going to explore the theme of focus. In our fast-paced world, focus can often feel elusive, but yoga gives us the tools to cultivate our attention. So let's begin by coming into a kneeling posture. You can either sit directly on the feet or on a yoga block. Place the hands in your lap. Close your eyes and let's begin to tune in to the breath. Start with a deep, full inhale and open your mouth. Exhale, let go. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, and this time exhale through the nose. Begin to ground yourself in your body. Feel yourself arriving in this present moment. Quiet the chatter in your mind and direct your energy toward the flow of the breath. Where your focus goes, energy flows. So begin to focus awareness on the inhale and exhale, in and out through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Continue practicing on your own, deep, full, rhythmic breathing. We'll continue with this deep, full breath as we move through our practice. As we prepare to move into our flow, let's treat each pose as an opportunity to tune in to the details, the alignment of your body, the rhythm of your breath, and even the thoughts as they arise. Focus isn't about doing more. It's about being fully present in whatever you do. So take a moment now and set an intention for your practice, perhaps just to cultivate greater focus in one specific area of your practice. Let's take a deep breath in together, inhaling clarity and focus. And exhale, releasing distraction. And when you're ready, let's begin. Come onto your hands and knees. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, and let's arrive in a plank pose. Engage the core. And on an inhale, tap the right hand to the left shoulder and release. Left hand to right shoulder, release. Inhale, right heel to the sky, release. And left heel to the sky and release. Pause for a breath, pull the belly in, and let's repeat. Right hand, left shoulder, left hand, right shoulder, right heel high, and left heel high. Release. Pause in your plank pose. Inhale and exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. On an inhale, baby cobra, and then simply slide the palms forward, coming into a sphinx pose. Take a few breaths to open through the heart, the front of the chest, and the shoulders. Let's place the palms under the shoulders, lift up into an upward facing dog, and then press back into child's pose. Arms extend, hips sink down toward the heels. On an inhale, round your spine as you undulate forward. Come back into the plank pose. Engage the belly. Stay here and breathe. Focus your attention on the breath, even as the posture remains still on the outside. Crown of the head forward, and now we'll press back, downward facing dog. Inhale forward into plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale forward, plank pose. Exhale, down dog. Take a moment to reconnect your focus to your breath, and then step to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold all of that length forward. Clasp opposite elbows and just allow your spine to unfurl as you roll yourself now up to a standing posture. Arms reach overhead. Interlace all the fingers except the pointer finger, and then tip the hands over to the right. Hips shoot out to the left. Stay here. Feel the side body stretching and opening on the left. Breathe into the left ribs. Inhale back to center, and exhale, tip over to the left. This time, right side body stretching. Direct the breath into the right rib cage. Inhale back to center, little back bend, and then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, plant the palms. Step back to high plank. Pause and lower halfway, and then all the way down to the mat. Inhale, little baby cobra here. Gaze to the right, and then back to center. Gaze to the left. Inhale, center. Let's lower, tuck the toes, press back into a child's pose, just a breath, and then undulate forward, plank pose, lower. Inhale, press back up, and then downward facing dog on your exhale. Gaze forward, come into plank, lower, and press up, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, plank, exhale, lower, inhale, press up, and exhale, press it back. Breathe in and breathe out. Gaze forward, step to the top of your mat, lengthen your spine, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep out to your sides as you rise up to standing. Interlace the fingers, side bend over to the right. Inhale, back to center, and then side bend over to the left. Inhale, center, little back bend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, plant the palms, walk or jump back, lower through chaturanga. Pause, and then lower to the belly. Inhale, cobra pose, and then exhale, lower down, tuck the toes, Press up to plank and exhale back to downward dog. On your inhale, extend the right heel to the sky. Keep it lifted, feel the stretch through the left leg. From here, let's keep the right heel extended as we hinge forward into a plank pose, shoulders over the wrist, and lower halfway. Inhale, press back up and extend the right heel back to the sky. On an exhale, lower the right foot. Inhale, left heel to the sky. Stay here, allow the right leg to open. Keep the hips in line with one another. Let's keep that left heel extended high as we come forward into a plank pose. Lower halfway, press up and press back, lifting left heel high. Exhale to lower the left foot back to downward facing dog. Breath in and breath out. Walk or jump to the top of your mat, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach overhead and interlace the fingers, tip over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, to the left. Inhale through center, little back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to lengthen and plant the palms, walk or jump back. And this time lower all the way down to the belly and then bend the knees. Open through the heart, lift the chest. Press into the palms. Just taking a little heart opener here. And then from here back to plank pose and then downward facing dog. Staying focused on the inhale and the exhale, allowing the breath to be your guide through practice. Let's inhale forward to plank, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog, shoulders above the wrists, and then back to downward facing dog. Inhale forward, lower through your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Even as the breath speeds up, stay focused. Inhale, chaturanga sequence, and exhale, downward facing dog. Feel the breath moving in and out. Feel the mind anchored to the breath. It's almost as if the breath absorbs any thoughts that are coming in, just like a magnet. Look forward, walk or jump to the top of your mat, lengthen your spine, and exhale, take the length forward. Inhale, Utkatasana, bend your knees, sink low in the hips, arms reach alongside the ears, knees not jutting out past the toes, rather sink the hips back. And then let's lower the palms to the earth, extend the right heel up to the sky, and then step it forward back to Utkatasana. Lower the palms, straighten the legs, left heel lifts to the sky, then lower the left foot. Inhale to lengthen and exhale, walk or jump back, flow through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. On an exhale, right knee taps the right elbow, and then lower to the right wrist, over to the left wrist. Inhale that knee to the left elbow, and then back to the right elbow. Inhale, extend right heel to the sky. And exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Stay on the ball of the back foot as you rise up for crescent lunge. Sink the hips, arms directly alongside the ears, right knee stacked over right ankle. Focusing on your alignment and then bringing the focus back to the breath. Let's take a few arm rotations here. So lower the hands down by the hips, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, lower the arms, and inhale, sweep them overhead. One more time, lower the hands, and inhale, sweep the arms high. Stay here, and then as you exhale, hands lower, step the right foot back, float it as you move through your chaturanga. Inhaling and then exhaling back to down dog. Inhale, ripple forward to plank pose, lower halfway, press up, lower and up, lower, elbows in line with the shoulders, press up and back to down dog. Inhale, left heel reaches high. On an exhale, left knee to the left elbow, to the left wrist, right elbow, and then back to the left elbow. Inhale, extend it high. On your exhale, step that left foot forward, rise up, crescent lunge. See if you can get those arms directly alongside the ears while staying deep in your lunge. On an exhale, hands lower to the side. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale to lower. Inhale, reach the arms high. And exhale, lower. Inhale, arms overhead. On your exhale, we'll lower the palms down to the mat. Step that left foot back, float the left heel as you flow through your chaturanga. And we'll press back, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale forward into plank pose. Right hand taps left shoulder, left hand taps right shoulder. Now right hand to left hand to right. And from here, brace the core as you move through your chaturanga flow. Press back, downward dog. Gaze forward, walk or jump to the top of your mat, lengthen the spine, forward fold as you exhale. Inhale for length, and exhale, Utkatasana, bend your knees, sink deep, arms sweep alongside your ears. On your exhale, palms to the earth, right heel lifts high, and then exhale, back to Utkatasana. Lower the palms. Inhale, left heel high, and exhale, forward fold, and come back to Utkatasana, sink deep. You can even play with rising up onto the tippy toes if that's your jam today. And when you're ready, lower the palms to the earth. Inhale for length. Exhale, walk or jump back, flowing through chaturanga into up dog and back to downward facing dog. Once you arrive in your downward facing dog, reconnect the mind to the breath, and then begin to walk your hands toward the back of the mat. Separate the feet mat distance, toes pointing off the mat. We'll come into a wide malasana here. Hands at heart center, hips sink down deep. Engage the muscles of the inner thighs, so we're not just dumping all of the weight back into the hips, but we're keeping some engagement in those inner thighs. Full breath in and out. From here, let's lower the palms to the earth, straighten the legs, heel toe the feet back to center, lengthen your spine and fold forward. On your inhale, walk the hands forward, coming back into downward dog. Inhale, right leg high. Use that right knee to tap the right elbow. Inhale, extend the right leg high. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Extend the leg. Inhale, right knee, right elbow. And you can stay here or have an opportunity for a little arm balance, creating a shelf with that right arm, resting the right knee on the right arm, maybe floating the left foot. And when you're ready, extend right heel to the sky, step the right foot forward, inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Lower the palms to the sides, inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, lower. Inhale, arms reach. And exhale, arms to the sides. Inhale, arms overhead. Pause here for the exhale. Sink deep into your lunge. Begin to hinge the torso forward. Arms sweep beside the hips. And let's float forward into a balancing posture, bringing the weight into the right foot, floating the left heel in line with the left hip. Keep those arms reaching high, and then step the left foot back, come back into crescent lunge. Lower the palms to the earth, step back. From here, we're going to make our way into a side plank. So the right hand will be the foundation. Inhale, left hand reaches high. Stack the shoulders in line with one another. So there should be a straight line from the right wrist to the right shoulder to the left shoulder. And you can bend that left elbow, place the hand behind the head. And if you'd like to play a little, just tap the left elbow to the left knee. Maybe they meet, maybe they just move toward one another. We'll just do this 3 times. And then re-extend left hand high. Exhale, left hand down to the earth. We'll take a little chaturanga flow. Lower halfway, elbows in line with the shoulders. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left heel reaches to the sky. Exhale, left knee taps left elbow. Re-extend. Exhale, left knee to the right elbow. Re-extend. And this time as you exhale, left knee to the left elbow. Staying here or taking the optional arm balance. Maybe straightening through the left leg and lifting the right leg off the earth. Wherever you are, make your way back to downward facing dog. And step the left foot forward, rise up, crescent lunge. Inhale and exhale, lower the palms. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale to lower. Inhale, reach. And exhale, lower. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Stay here. Breath in and breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. Staying with the flow of the breath. Hinge forward, sweep the hands beside the hips, and let's come into our balancing posture. Hands right alongside the hips, right ankle and heel in line with the right hip. Straight line of energy through the crown of the head. And we'll step that right foot back, crescent lunge, lower the palms, step back, flow through chaturanga, inhaling and exhaling back to downward facing dog. This time we're coming into side plank with the left hand as our foundation, right arm high, bend the right elbow, and if you're playing, you can tap right elbow to the right knee just 3 times. And again, it doesn't have to touch. Maybe it just moves in that direction. Re-extend the right arm and exhale, lower the right hand, lower through chaturanga, into up dog, and back to downward dog. Gaze forward, walk or jump to the top of the mat, coming into Utkatasana. Lower your palms toward the heart center. Keep bending the knees, sinking the hips, coming into a toe squat. So balancing on the toes, knees in line with the hips. And from here, we're going to come into another balancing posture. I'm going to step back on my mat so I'm not coming off the front edge. Coming into crow pose. Create a shelf with your elbows, so a 90-degree bend from the elbow all the way over to the shoulder. Balance the knees on the little shelf and maybe play with lifting one foot and then the other. Gaze is forward and you can walk or jump back. Take another chaturanga sequence. And feel free to skip any of those chaturangas. Inhale, right heel high. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Re-extend. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Re-extend. Exhale, right knee to the right elbow. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Stay here, straighten through the right leg. Lift that left arm high, coming into fallen triangle. Gaze up at the top hand. Maybe you float the right foot off the earth and then replace the left hand, extend the right toes high. Exhale, and into crescent lunge. And let's open for warrior two, stacking right knee on top of right ankle. Gaze out over the right fingertips. Stay focused. Find a point of focus for your eyes, your dristi. The eyes can lock in on that right middle finger. Straighten through the right knee. Maybe you heel toe the back foot in a footprint as we make our way into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Get long through both sides of the waist. And then extend the left fingertips to the sky. Extend right fingertips down to the earth. Resting that right hand on the ankle, the floor, or a block. Let's re-bend through the right knee and we'll make our way into a half moon pose. Balancing on the right foot. Right hand resting on a block or the earth. You can bend the left knee and reach back with the left hand, clasping the ankle or the foot. Open through the heart. Stay here and breathe. Maybe you can play with floating the right fingertips off of your block or off of the earth. When you're ready, let's re-extend the leg and the arm. Engage the core. And as softly as you can, step back into your warrior two pose. Straighten through the right leg and then square off the feet. Bring the hands to the hips. Spin the heels to face one another, toes out. Bend your knees, coming into a yogi squat here. Keep the knees aligned directly over the ankles. Arms extend long now to the sides of the body. See how much space you can take up as you reach the arms overhead. Interlace the fingers and flip the palms up to the sky. Keep sinking sit bones down to the earth. Knees opening toward the pinky toe edges of the feet. Stay here and breathe. Sink a little bit deeper. And let's extend the arms to the sides of the body. Straighten through the legs. We'll come back into our warrior two and then make our way into extended side angle. Left arm reaches up and overhead. Right hand down to the earth or a block. Let's lower both hands down to the earth, framing the right foot. And from here, we'll lower the left knee down to the mat, sweep the arms alongside the ears. Stay here and breathe, opening through the front of the left hip. On your exhale, lower the palms, re-straighten through the left knee, and then step the right foot back. Let's flow chaturanga into up dog and back to downward facing dog. Big breath in and big breath out. Being conscious and mindful of breathing in for the same count that you're breathing out. Bringing balance to the breath. On an inhale, right heel lifts to the sky. As you exhale, step that right foot to the outside of the right hand. Come on down to that back knee. Go ahead and point the right toes out to the right. Bend the left knee, reach back with the right hand, clasping the ankle or the foot, and then opening through the right shoulder rather than tipping the shoulder forward. Think of pulling that right shoulder back to open the heart and the chest. You can gaze up if that feels okay for your neck. Whether you're gazing up or down, let the heart be wide open here. And think of pulling the back foot in. Let's slowly return to both palms, step back to plank pose, and we'll flow. Back to downward facing dog. From here, let's lower down to the elbows, coming into a dolphin pose. So forearms rest on the earth, heels still magnetizing toward the mat, sit bones reach high. And then press right back to down dog and inhale, left heel high, left knee, left elbow, extend the left foot, exhale, left knee, right elbow, extend, inhale, left knee, left elbow, extend it high, and exhale, left knee, right elbow, stay here, straighten through that left leg and reach the right arm up to the sky. Maybe you float that bottom foot and then return, inhale, left heel high, and exhale, step forward, rise up, crescent lunge, open up for warrior two, stacking the left knee on top of the left ankle, gaze out over the left fingertips, stay here for a few breaths, focusing the eyes on that drishti, that one single point of focus. And then straighten through the left leg, coming into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Drop the left hand, gaze up at the top fingertips. Stay here and breathe, getting long through both sides of the waist. On your exhale, gaze down. And then let's come into our half moon pose using a block if that's helpful for your practice. Right arm sweeps to the sky, shoulders stacked one on top of the other. And the goal is that the hips are stacked one on top of the other as well. You can bend that right knee, reach back with the right hand, clasping the ankle or the foot. Open through the heart, through the chest. Keep the left toes pointing forward. Notice if those have shifted to the right or the left. And then stay here with focus and breathe. Let's release our hold of that foot. Come back to the half moon pose. Lower your gaze and as softly as you can, step back into warrior two. Straighten through the front leg, square the feet, bring the hands to the hips, and then open the toes out to the sides, heels face one another, sinking down into our goddess squat. This time place the hands behind the head. On an exhale, right elbow moves toward the right knee, and then back to center. Exhale, left elbow to left knee. And just go back and forth a few times. The exhale takes you to the side. The inhale brings you back through center. Let your breath be the guide. No need to move in time with me. And then let's re-extend, straightening through the legs, coming back into warrior two and extending into side angle. Right arm up and overhead, reaching even through the fingertips, so not getting saggy and loose through the elbow, the wrist, or the fingers. And let's rise up, warrior two. Turn to face the front leg. Lower the palms to the earth. Step back and let's take a flow. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left heel to the sky. Exhale, step that foot forward. Lower the right knee. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Open through the front of that right hip flexor. As you exhale, lower the palms, tuck the back toes, step back and flow through your chaturanga. Each time moving with your own breath. Every chaturanga an opportunity to reset. Inhale, left heel high. Exhale, step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. And we'll come down onto the right elbow. Reach the left hand back, clasping the right foot or ankle, opening through the heart, through the chest, and through that right thigh. Find your place in the pose and then breathe. Let's come back to our palms and step back, resetting with your chaturanga flow. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come down to the elbows for our dolphin pose. And then from here, let's walk the feet back, coming into dolphin plank. Elbows and shoulders in line with one another. Low belly and core engaged. Pull in that mula bandha, the pelvic floor, just moving up and in. Crown of the head forward, and then press back to dolphin pose. And then from here, downward facing dog. Let's hinge forward to plank, lower down, all the way onto the belly. Bend both knees, reach back with your hands, clasping the outsides of the ankles. Press the knees toward one another as you flex the feet and use the traction of the feet to pull the shoulders off the mat. So really let the action be in the legs here. Let's release, come into up dog, and from here, a wide angle child's pose. Begin to settle the breath, settle the mind. Inhaling and exhaling. From here, let's come forward to the top of the mat, spin onto the sit bones, release the legs in front of you, and slowly roll all the way down onto your back. Hug the knees into your chest. Just gently rock side to side. And we'll take the right ankle, place it on top of the left knee, hug the left knee in for thread the needle, beginning to wind down our practice. Keep the right foot flexed. And then we'll lower the left foot to the earth. Go ahead and cross the right knee on top of the left. And then we'll let the knees drop over to the left as we gaze to the right. Wringing out the spine, twisting away any tightness or tension. Let's come back to center. Replace the feet on the mat. This time, left ankle on top of the right knee. Pull the right knee into the chest. Let's lower that right foot down to the earth, drape the left knee on top of the right, and then let the knees shift over to the right as you gaze to the left. Use each breath, each pose as a moment to strengthen your awareness, to strengthen your focus. Inhale back to center. And let's come into Shavasana. Extend the legs long onto the mat. Let the arms rest comfortably wide. Palms face up. Close your eyes. Release any control of the breath and just become the silent observer. So even though you're resting in stillness, let your attention and your focus remain strong. Focus on being the observer of the body, the observer of the mind. Just rest here. Breath in. Gently reawaken the body with soft movements. Pull your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. And then roll over to your right side. Let the neck remain soft as you roll up to a seated position, coming into a cross-legged pose. Keep the eyes closed. Rest the palms on the knees. Sit tall. As we settle once again into stillness, take a moment to reflect on the energy and attention that you brought to your practice today. Each breath, each pose, each moment of awareness was a step towards strengthening your ability to focus, not just here, but in all areas of life. Remember that focus is a practice, it's not a destination. So whether it's in your work, your relationships, or your personal goals, your ability to concentrate on what matters most will guide you toward growth and success. Take one final deep breath in, grounding yourself in the intention to focus on what matters most to you. And exhale, let go of anything that doesn't serve you. Thank you for allowing me to guide you today. Namaste.